This story is about how a man killed his two children because of his side chick. Because of his side chick. You as a man, you as a woman, listen to this story. Tell me what you think on the comment section. You need to learn very deep from this story. Let's listen together.
Please pay attention to this video because I learned the hard way. Story time. While I was dating my husband was cheating, but I never knew, you know. And the people that told me he was cheating said it is not just
Pay
one person
attention.
or two, but I ignored it. When we finally got married, we dated for like 2 years and then we got married. When we got married, while I was pregnant, I also noticed that he was cheating. At this point, I called his mother and told him about it because I used to relate with his mother very well. His mother advised me that all men are the same, that the best thing I can do is to focus on building my marriage, that as long as my husband is still taking care of me, as long as he is still doing all that he's supposed to do as my husband, that I should avoid the cheating part so that I will not be heartbroken. That was what my mother-in-law told me. And when I told one of my friends about it, my friend told me that I better act fast before this woman will give me sickness or something. So I ignored what my friend told me, you know. So it continued. Then to the point that I know, as in my sister too noticed. My sister told me about it. I told my sister to forget about it. I don't want anybody that will give me such advice about my husband. I still did not do anything. Then my husband is very good at buying gifts for me whenever he's coming back. I don't know if it is what he is using to bribe me. Most times he will buy a barbecue for me. He will buy pepper soup for me. He will buy catfish pepper soup and all of that. So he is very good in buying gifts whenever he's coming back, especially on Sundays. So that was how we continued to live. Then it got to the point that one Monday morning like that, I prepared my children for school.
Okay.
I woke up very early and I prepared them for school. And I was the one that took them to school. I was the one that prepared their food, as in their lunch, and I took them to school. When I took them to school, I left. I went back to the house because I wasn't doing anything. So after like 2 hours later or 3 hours later, the school called me. And when I came to the school, they told me that my children, the two of them, has been rushed to their school clinic. I thought it was something that I don't know what to think at that moment. On getting to the school clinic, they said the situation is worse, that we should rush them to the hospital, that it is food poisoning. I was like, how? Did anybody tamper with their food? Because I was the one that prepared their
I'm
food.
good, I'm good,
That
I'm
was
good. How are
how
you?
we went to a bigger hospital.
Yeah.
After everything, they tried everything. I told them that money is not the problem. They should do anything to save my children. At that point, I was losing it. I don't know what I was doing. My only two children, because they are the only ones I have. And seeing them in that condition, I don't know. I don't know. I was just praying, telling God, please, whatever it is, let it not, by my children. But at the end of the day, I lost the two of them. And this broke my heart into pieces. How on earth did this happen? I was the one that prepared their food. I asked their teacher, did anybody tamper with their food? The teacher said no. When we checked the school CCTV camera, nothing happened. The way they kept it when they come to school was the same way it was when they brought the food to eat. It was while they are eating that they started screaming, their stomach, their stomach. They started vomiting out blood and all of that before they were rushed to the school clinic. So I was wondering, where could this come from? What is the problem? Then I remember that the cat pepper soup that I used to boil white rice, because what I served them, what I put for their lunch that day happens to be white rice and cat pepper soup. When they asked me where that one was, my mind did not even go there. But now it is time for investigation. They are checking everything just to find out what actually happened to my children. Only for me to remember that the cat pepper soup, catfish pepper soup that I used to serve them that food came from their father. That Sunday evening, while my husband was coming back from wherever that he went to, he came back with pepper soup, catfish pepper soup that he usually buy for me. Oh, So I did not see anything wrong with it. And you don't expect a wife to start suspecting her husband when he buys things like that. So I kept that cat fish pepper soup in the fridge. Then that Monday morning, I was thinking about what to prepare for lunch. When I remember that one, I said, okay, that's a good one. Let me just boil white rice and use it for them. That was how they called my husband for investigation. Then that was then when my husband remembered that my husband spent time in his side chick's house that day. So the side chick prepared catfish pepper soup. They eat together. After which he remembered that, oh, that his wife, as in my husband, remembered that I told him to buy catfish pepper soup for me while coming back that day. So he told his side chick about it, and his side chick decided to put something in my own so that I will eat and clear the road for her to come in. That was how he brought it back to me. Assuming I ate it that day, maybe by the next morning, my own would have finished. Then they went and arrested the side chick. When they're interrogating the side chick, with so much pressure and the slaps and that was when the side chick said it was the devil, that she has dated my husband for almost 2 years, and my husband keep promising her that he was going to divorce me, that my character is not good. He brainwashed her to the point that every day she was hoping that my husband would divorce me and she will come in. So when she waited and waited, and it was looking like my husband is not doing anything about it again, and she decided that the best thing for her to do is to remove me from the way. And since my husband told her that I like catfish pepper soup very well, that is why she decided to prepare that catfish pepper soup for herself and my husband, and decided to use it to get to me. So you see how it happened. She brought out the one they eat and there was no problem. And my husband believed that, oh, there won't be any problem. And she now packaged one for me. When my husband came back, he did not tell me that this is coming from his side chick. Of course, he cannot say such a thing. And I did not in any way suspect it. But right now, I have lost two of my children. And my husband is begging me that this is going to be his last, that he will never ever try anything side chick again in this life. Then the side chick, on the other hand, has been arrested. He is now in police detention. So my husband is begging me, but at this point, I don't know what to do. Although I have made up my mind not to continue with the marriage, but my own anger, I want something that I will do to my husband so that he might not even live to tell the story. Or what do you guys think I should do? I am just filled with a lot of vengeance. I don't know what to do. What